By now, you've likely heard of the story of Kate Cox, the Texas woman who sued to have an allegedly medically necessary abortion committed on her daughter with trisomy 18. A lot of misinformation and purposefully misleading information has come out with this case because the abortion industry loves to piggyback off of heartbreaking stories like this and then twist them so that people think pro-life laws stop women from getting genuinely life-saving care. So here's what you need to know about this case. First, you need to know what happens during a D&E procedure. Kate was seeking a D&E abortion at nearly 21 weeks. She said that she wants to prevent suffering for her daughter, but this procedure takes place during a period where babies can feel pain. If your goal as a parent is to prevent suffering of your daughter, dismembering her piece by piece, ripping her arms and legs off, and crushing her skull does not sound like the solution. A D&E procedure is vile, it's brutal. Second, you need to know if the abortion Kate is requesting is actually medically necessary. One of the aspects of this case frequently claimed in media coverage is that Kate needs this abortion for medical reasons, namely so she has a better chance of having children in the future because of her previous 2 C-sections. Essentially and tragically, this case is about Kate not wanting to risk her fertility on her defective child so that she has better chances of getting pregnant in the future with a normal child. Additionally, trisomy 18 is labeled as incompatible with life, but it actually is that label itself which may lead to the short lifespan of children diagnosed with it, and here's why. Because of that diagnosis, doctors are often unwilling to provide the medical care that babies with trisomy 18 need, therefore leading to an early death and perpetuating that incompatible with life cycle. And this fact shocked me, so that label given to children with trisomy 18 now was actually previously given to children with Down syndrome. And in just a few decades, the life expectancy for somebody with Down syndrome has more than doubled thanks to medical advancements and the willingness of the medical industry to actually treat them. If babies with trisomy 18 can survive with treatment post-birth, they are not non-viable and they're not incompatible with life. Lastly, you need to know that abortions carry risk to the mother's health too, and it guarantees death to the baby. It's argued that Kate needs an abortion because another C-section or an induced delivery will supposedly cause catastrophic damage to her uterus. If that is actually the case, an abortion would also certainly pose risk to her apparently fragile uterus. For example, consider the scraping of the uterus after an abortion is committed. One issue with multiple C-sections, which Kate has had, is that the uterine lining can become thin, leading to rupture. This is ostensibly one of the reasons she claims her D&E abortion is a necessity. Yet in that scenario, a curette scraping the lining of her uterus after the abortion could also lead to a rupture. Surgical abortions are known to come with risks, and those risks only increase as a pregnancy progresses. Plus, abortion has the potential to negatively impact fertility. Kate is not escaping risk to herself or to her future children by aborting her daughter right now. What she's experiencing is tragic. Receiving a diagnosis that your child is going to have a life-limiting disability is one of the hardest things I think you could ever hear as a parent. But that child, your daughter, Kate, is still precious and worthy of life, worthy of her dignity. I want to encourage you to read some of the truly inspiring stories of children born with trisomy 18 who have lived full and happy lives with their families. These babies are gifts, and so is your daughter. The solution to this tragic scenario is not to dismember your daughter. It's just not. It's not.